Good morning. Here we go again. Just too much volume out of there. Do-do-do-do. I think we're going to have to play range. Right. Come down. Good morning, Aaron. Morning, morning, morning. Euro's being in a nice structure. We are looking like we're trying to make our way momentum back bullish. You can see that both the dynamic TPs went red here. Yesterday's morning. Started today in a range, just broke down out of the range. They've been bearish for a while. Okay. Do 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 do. What do I like the look of? Morning, buddy. Which indicator are you? Which indicator? Oh, the orb one that we've worked on, or the cells that we're looking to add in? Market structure. Being a busy one. That was a nice tap of those lows. Looking for a return to the 4 hour. Six hours bullish. 4 hours bearish. Interesting one. The sell buy signals. Yeah, these we're still working on these. This is part of we wanted to, obviously there's a lot of confluences in MaxAlgo. There's a lot of probability, you know, indication of trend, but there isn't much on when to enter. So we wanted to try and add that side of it to the indicators, and that's what we've worked on basically. We've still got a lot more. There's a few more things that we want to do, but yeah, basically I'm just testing out this around dynamic TP at the moment. I think today is probably not a good example. Just literally flown out there. So I'm using the 4 hour as our gauge. Right, so I'm using we've got to be below the 4 hour box to get sells, or above the 4 hour box. That's what current filter is. Obviously we can change that to be the daily, and then it'll change to the daily, right? So you can see all these will be sells because we're below the daily, and you won't get sells while you're above. Yesterday's daily. Now I think these are good for Asia. Seem to do really well at the beginning of Asia, sort of directional on the daily. I don't trade Asia, but let's just put on some more daily boxes. Yeah, it didn't quite come back there. But you can see here, like out of Asia, this sort of period can give a really good move. It's too big. It's tiny. Shame there wasn't a signal here. So it needs tidying up. We've not finished by any means. This is still working. I'm just trying to look at it now with real price as well. But yeah, look at it. Like, let's see if we can find a good example. Didn't trade yesterday. Only traded in the morning, and then we worked all day on indicators. Let's have a look. Absolutely flown yesterday. So beautiful retap of the daily. And then we've also got liquidity as well. So let's change the liquidity signals to 5 minutes. Turn everything else off. So you can see here, look, we grab liquidity and then you get your reversal. So it's good when you've got a good bias of direction. You need to make sure you're doing it like at the right time. You know at what point you want to take that signal. So like here, you can see that we take liquidity, sell down, take liquidity, come back. How long's the wait on? Oh, it's because it's the same bar. Liquidity grab, sell. Work out that one. Liquidity, continuation, liquidity, reversal. That doesn't work. That one works. That one's alright. A little early. It's a nice one. These are great. Even that's not bad. It's good. As you know, I've always been a big fan of liquidity. But yeah, so there's going to be different setups that you can use, right? If you want to use liquidity as your entry, then you'll need to see a liquidity grab and a reversal, so you can use market structure, right? That if we're bearish and we take this high and come below, we don't expect that potentially be a shift, potentially more of a internal grab, and then you get that continuation. Fuck my head. Let's have a look at an example. Where was it that the market shifted? It's only this week. Went bullish. No, so it's here. Was it here? No, that's a So this is previous day high there, and you can see previous day high, grab, reversal. These are previous day lows, so obviously you didn't make it that far. Previous day high, sweep, drop. These are previous day low, it just comes straight through it. And then when the new 4 hour starts is your reversal. So these can be some nice signals with context of what you're looking for. My computer's a little bit slow. Where was it? Here it was. This was a beautiful structural shift. So you can see we come out of the daily bearish, dynamic TP bearish, bearish. Sorry, trend AI bearish and bearish under the 0 line, right? So market structure's bearish. You can see those two, this big liquidity grab, entry, and we just go and take out all the liquidity. It's perfect kind of what you're looking for in market structure, that sort of trade, confluences to the downside. So that's I like this filter. I think that's a good filter. We've still got a couple more things. We've got quite a bit more to enter onto it, which we're working on. But these are just some of the filters that we're building in, so that if your entry criteria is after a sweep, right? After a sweep, even though we're bullish, there's your continuation. So yeah, so sure why that one's there. Probably too many. Don't need that many. So I like this as an entry short, right, out of that liquidity. But we are above the 0 line, and we're bullish on both dynamic TP, so we'd rather be taking buys. But this will give a sell signal. Oh. It just didn't close below. Oh, if that had just closed a little bit lower, that would give you a sell signal. I was just getting ready to enter the trade. Never mind. So yeah, there's been some good signals on these this morning. It's good for ranging markets, right? When you're ranging between highs and lows. You just need to check how high you want the ranging market to be. So obviously the higher the time frame, the bigger the range of liquidity will be that you're looking for sweeps, right? So significantly here. These are more significant lows and highs. And then I want to build in like set lows and highs. So London, New York, previous day, previous high. Right, let's get the settings back to what they were. It's not what I'm testing. Oh, stop it. Oh my god. I'll log on a minute and kick that computer out. It's my home computer. Just give me 6 seconds. Oh, you are just being an arsehole. Oh. That's it, you're getting kicked out now. Won't be a second. Apologies if it keeps doing this, just while I kick it out. It's on my phone. It is baking today in this office. Apologies if it is noisy. I'll turn that off for a bit. Right, security. $177. Let's see what that does. So let's check our data. We're at May the 1st. Actually, let's get yesterday's. May the 1st be with you. It's May the 4th, isn't it? Bullish has been good. Really good this morning. 100% of the lows have been in the first 20 minutes. We've got a new hour coming now as well. Just put out these. Just give me the last three. Yeah. Let's just quickly check CL. Melting away. Nice out the daily, out that hour. Okay, gold. Yeah, so that would have come back in. Ah, look, so there's the sell signals. That's what really we're looking for with the trend, right? So a couple of ways to trade them. The retest. So there's no retest here. We just go straight through. Here you can see the retest and the close. So you can enter on that, or you can enter on the candle. Here, your entry, you could go for a 1-to-1, stop above the hourly high, targeting the low. Or you can go, obviously, stop above this candle, or here, expecting that we shouldn't get taken. You can take a loss on that. So there's different ways to take them. How many is that? 19 ticks? Just wait and see the reaction out of this. In fact, you probably could have just gone one tick more if you were going to do it there. Just keep that high. Looks like we might then use that the other way. Let's have a look on the 5-minute. Yes, it's there on the 5-minute as well. Nice sell on the 5-minute out of here. After coming down to liquidity like this, on this move, you've got to be careful with these continuation ones. Often that's where you can get the trap. Here you've got the retracement, right? So here's your high, here's your low, come back up to a decent retracement into your alpha box, and then your continuation. If I turn off, so the 6 hours started, right? But it's very early in that 6 hour. That's where the 4 hour, which is this one, this is your 4 hour. That's a nice play back into the 4 hour after a decent confirmation of this being our high. Oh shit. So yeah, we're just watching this VIB on 5 minute. So when you trade in VIBs, you want to use the candle that created it, the high, and then obviously you've got this fair value here as well. So it's like you just want to just cover that if you were going to cover it. It was on the 2 minute, wasn't it? So it was a nice close below on the 2 minute. That's the candle high, so at least a tick above. We've just got a new hour, so I think what we'd rather is see this flip under if we're going to go down, or we take the sell up here. Let's move that. I'm going to take that. So how's gold been on the bearish side? 7 bearish hours. Decent. 60-70% in the first 20 minutes on the hourly data. Well, bullish being 100%. So that's pretty good. So hourly data has been good across all pairs. Let's have a look how it's been all week. Okay. Gold's been pretty good, bullish side. This week, you can see there's been 30 bullish hours, 83%. So 83% of our bullish hours have had the low in the first 20 minutes. It's good. I'm sure we're all great at catching the 20 odd percent that don't, right? 80% of the time the low is in the first 20 minutes, yet we're great at catching the ones that don't, right? And then the bearish ones has been pretty good, pretty on track, 70% in the first 20 minutes. Distribution is not bad, 60% in the last 20 minutes. It's not bad. Let's check NQ. Yeah, it's just a shame we didn't get a signal after that liquidity, right? Never mind. So NQ's been 38 bullish hours, 80%. It's been good. Bearish has been a little lower, but we have been more bullish this week, right? So I think makes sense. Distribution highs have been really good. 52% in the last 20 minutes. It's very good. So NQ's in this range after this big move up. That's why I was looking at liquidity reversal. I'm not so much looking at this now as in we're expected to trend off in one direction. That's why alpha boxes are a great one to trade during the morning, ranging markets. Breakouts as well, obviously, because we're looking for top and bottom of the range. Places where price can reverse. We have swept both sides now though, so we've taken the low, taken the high. Just check CL. So new hour opens, so you wouldn't want to be taking this out of a new hour open, as well as the fact that we're just engulfed all the way to here. So no, that's fine from here down, but obviously we need to be careful in new hours. We didn't take the high on ES, but we did get the signal. That's a shame. So that was our liquidity signal. Oh, hang on, I've still got it set to 15 minutes. So it's 5. Oh, I thought this would have been this. Ah, it's too late. It's this. This is the confirmation candle. Yeah. I like this. Out of the 6 hour liquidity reversal. I like it. Vib left, tap and rejection. Very nice. Pretty nice. Pretty similar. Tap, up, tap, tap, tap. Maybe back to the daily. Maybe back to the daily. Structure breaks. Grab. Just not there. liquidity signals have been fire today. Hmm. $13 in. So we've got the hourly, which I'm not keen on, but we're taking the buy out of there. Possible stop 1 hour up into the previous 3, and then potentially continuation. So 1 would be there. 5, 6, 7, 5. Yo.
Morning.
How's you?
Yeah, good.
Right, so let me see if I can do this. Hang on. And then we're going to try and play 97175. 97175. I'm going to do it on there. Right. So we've taken half off here. I'm just looking to push to here. Stops at break even. And we're break even, we're out. So might just go now, but that's fine. Quick little trade at 1R, just under 1R. I think we'll add me stop on there. So it was at 1R. That was, bless you.
Thank you.
There you go. Shame we got tapped out. I did see the fair value that was left. Only reason I didn't wait was just playing 50% off at 1R. Because we're up against this 6 hour and the day and the 1 hour, I wanted to be really aggressive in taking profit and being break even. So 1R, 50% off and break even. So bit of profit bagged. We got tagged literally on that candle, as you can see, as we came back down. Tagged us in. And yeah. Actually, let me put that on the 2-minute chart. Ah! That's you fucker.
I specifically went to canteen just to get this.
Oh, did you?
What's that? Is it? I wasn't even going to bring one.
Yeah.
You go with me. You go with me.
Goad you. So we were in about there. And then I was looking to push, like I said, to about here. I was looking about that. So we that was the trade. I'd have liked to have been able to get in with lower down in the 4 hour, right? And not right up against the hourly. But our bias is bullish. Some cracking trades on the liquidity this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because we range a lot in the morning. A lot of the time we have these ranging days. Liquidity works incredible on the ranging days. So this is using the alpha box, what we've got at the moment, signals. But if we just put it to liquidity, you can see even in line with the alpha boxes, It's good. Buy, sell, buy, buy. And we just missed one then. It didn't print. And then even yesterday, that was a nice bullish liquidity grab. Continuation.
Yep.
It's been good this morning on it. Been really good.
Where is this freaking cookie?
You need to go on the. In fact, you'll be able to. You go on the.
Trying to find out what first.
You go into the app, TradingView app settings. Morning, Dean. I sound like I've been smoking 20 fags, I think. Finally got a man's voice.
Well.
How was your evening anyway? What did you get up to?
You know what was doing. Coding.
Yeah. What we spoke about. Did you try it and did it fall apart?
Fell apart.
Oh my god.
The only step forward I got is I got the 3 time frame market structure
Okay.
with signals.
Yeah.
That worked.
And then what happens as soon as you put something else in?
No. It only put one toggle on for the whole thing.
Time frame.
No. Just one. Signals on, signals off.
Ah.
Like as though it was on for all or not.
Yeah. So all had to be bullish.
And I couldn't get past that point.
Oh right. Okay.
But at least I've got a step forward. The fact that they are on there.
Hmm. Could work. So here I'm using all time frames on the same. So 5, 5, 5. So they're all the same. But if I wanted to use a different one, then I could use 2 the same and 1 different. It's not, it's a workaround rather than an actual.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why I wanted to be really aggressive with this trade, just because the hourly's opened. We've come back into our 1 hour. Good chance this could be our 1 hour high. There's a good chance this could be our 1 hour low. We are bullish, but yeah. It's a bit of uncertainty, right? We're up against the 6 hour. Yeah. It is bloody hot in here today.
Yeah, have you opened the windows?
I think they're been open anyway.
Well, yours is shut.
Well, it's not though.
Well, it is slightly ajar
Well,
and mine is closed. So the answer to have you opened the windows is no.
it's
That is sweating.
fucking hot.
Yeah.
Oh, could get a sell here on gold. Ooh. We moan about the weather being wet and rainy and horrible.
You just moan.
I don't just moan.
It's beautiful out there.
It's too hot. So our 6 hour is bullish, our 4 hour is bearish. Higher time frame is bearish. Market structure's bearish. Will the 6 hour lose out? Or will the 4 hour win? Who knows? I like the 6 hour. But I also like the 4 hour. Wow, needs to come out and beat you this, isn't it, really? 4 hour stats are stronger. Okay. Hourly data is good as well. Taking the Hines segment 2. So very good probability this is our hourly low. Ooh. Got so many VIBs opened up here. Tons. Look at them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's not like there's been loads. So it was that one that we looked at the reversal from, where we've come above. But just here, just opened up loads. On the VIB, we've opened, holding this level. You dickhead. That's why we played this entry here off of this signal. Have to be really careful. See, this is okay to the previous 6 because the hourly's bearish, right? Would have been nice to go a bit higher. Here the hourly's bullish, so we're above. But we're below the 4 hour.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be falling off, but it's going to be dry and it's going to be warm.
What do we think about gold? We could see if we took this high, we were going to go back bullish, but we're still bearish. Stupid hour had to be like this. Even though NQ's ranging. I like the sell out there. We're going to go bullet bearish. Oh. So NQ's range, right? Being in this range. So we come up, take the top of the range. Now potentially we're coming down. No. Gonna have to wait. Nice one, Aaron. I like gold short, but I just think we're going to have to wait for this hour to end. Possibly. We haven't taken the 4-hour low. Previous 4-hour high, previous 4-hour low. So we're currently in between the range. Nice, so even that high just got tapped. So trade idea played out. Boom, 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 boom. We're a little slower in the morning, I think, sometimes for the moves. I like this trade out of the alpha box here. Look at that. It's nice. It's just a bit too big of a reaction, right? Break above. We've taken the high of the hour. So because this candle was too big, this is where I took the retracement. So limit order, tap in. 1R, took 50% off. Just at the alpha box as well, because the hour hadn't confirmed and we were below this 4-hour, just we'd come to the top of the range, just being aggressive in profits and break even. That was how it played. It's a dribble down, right? It's just the amount of VIBs we've opened up. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just a bit of a tight range. It's going to be difficult. I like the sell out of the 4. Just really wanted to be in around here, not down here. It was a big push down from last night, right? Just expecting, are we going to see some leveling out if we take this high? And then a potential return to the daily, maybe? I don't know. We've had quite a large move down. Very bullish on NQ. This strong move up, right? And then we've just leveled. So I am very bullish. I'm going to jinx the orb strategy. I'm going to go on live later. Do I need to reload? It is crazy hot in this office as well. All right, Aaron. Good trade today. Good trade. Nice tap out of the 6 hour. 6 hours been messy though, so 6 hour high, 6 hour low, 6 hour high. More bullish though. Market structure's bullish. Higher time frames are bullish. Let's just see. Let's have a look at the orb. Do. It's been pretty good. That one didn't. It's good. It's good. It's good. No. Yeah, short to the bottom. Yes and yes. No, yes. Meow. Shame. Also shame. Oh, it wasn't confirmed till here. That's what we want. Yes, please. Very nice. Lovely. 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 Should have been okay. That one would have held for 1 hour. A little bit of profit. Oh, we've run out of. So, yes, very good. No, bad one. Good, good. Yeah, maybe you'd have got one here, but this you should have just got break even after this amount of time. No, no. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Yep. It's good. Very good, right? What do you think? Why am I doing that? We'll have a look at that later. So signal played out beautifully, even for liquidity above. Just we got stuck at that resistance and tapped out a break even, otherwise we'd have hit TP no problem. But they've all been good signals this morning. It's been good, it's been good, it's been good. All good. Bias has been bullish the entire morning. That was a good trade. Well done, Aaron. That is a good trade. Oh, what have we got? Oh, it's going to be a liquidity trade. Liquidity trades have been good today. Oh, God. So these have been the liquidity trades today. Very good. Loo-doo-doo-doo-doo. See how this candle closes. Man. Gonna have to have a little bit of fan. What are we reckoning? Flip or break? Left a vib here. So can push up to here and then maybe reject out. Let's see. Holding bullish structure. Looking at this. This fib here. I'm wondering if we're going to push up, tap, close below. Let's see. Indecisive. Oh. Are we going to flip it? I swear, if it closes as a doji, that's just mean. "32 seconds to go." Then we get the doji. So we had that here. Now what? Gonna come above. Continuation could look like this. Got a new 1 hour. Oh shit, I didn't even see, we should be on that one. Yeah, I dig it. Right, and then 3. On the whole numbers. Yeah, you bugger. So I wanted to, for God's sake, I've just done 1R. I wanted to take 50% off there. I've taken the whole thing off. But that was the trade I wanted to play. So I'm playing out the trade how I wanted to do it. It has closed me out full at 1R. Put full contracts instead of 50% there. This is an accident. Never mind. So we've had the liquidity grab. We've failed to come below, and then we've also had a buy signal. Also in line with our 4-hour, our higher time frame. We tracked this fib. So we were just watching how we were reacting with this fib and fair value. So we closed above the fib. So I was looking for a tap back into the fib, stop below the low. Could have had it a little bit tighter. And then, yeah, taking partial at 1R, stop to go and break even. Looking to push it. We've got liquidity up here. Quite a big gap. Yeah, we'll just see whether we can push up from here, really. Breaking out from this range in the morning. Well, put me on 1.5R today. Fib. Here. Volume imbalance. The VIB. So they can be areas like when price want to moves in a direction, potentially can hold it and move from it. Not all. It's a bit like fair value gaps in that some of them work better than others. They don't work all the time, but like here is an example, right? To create price comes below it, closes back above it, taps it and continues. And then sometimes when we want to move off in a direction, we'll open one up and come off in the other way. I think ES is probably a better example of these. Let's have a look. So after the reversal here, you can see, look, we leave 2 VIBs. Price closes that one, leaves this one open. And then here's a good example. See this VIB here? See how price is holding above it? We come up, tap directly on it, well as the 4-hour. Price moves away. When we're moving down out of this one, going bearish, we open one, tap, tap, down. They can be great entry points with bias of direction of think where it's going, right? Really, really good entry points. So we left this one unfilled here. You can see we opened, and often when price wants to move off in a certain direction, often it'll create it and move off, especially when it's being moving fast in a direction. We can often get them unleft, or you get these nice little, like here was left on left, right, boom, this one tapped, off it goes. This one we close through, retap, continue. So take some practicing, getting used to them, but I think around entry points they can be really good. the internet's gone. My camera's frozen. Yeah. 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 It's an inefficiency in the market. It's exactly the same as fair value and that side of it. They're inefficiencies of buying and selling pressure, right? So like here we've come all the way down, close back below. So potentially you could look at that like if you're wanting to sell, right? You could use it as your tap in and then reversal. Now we've also got the 1 hour. So we've come up, taken the low of the 1 hour here, right? And that's potentially a way to trade them. But you can see how this one isn't really getting respected. It's coming through. There's nothing. It's use it a bit, but it's not really respecting it. So it's something to watch. Like, are you getting rejections exact on it? So that one's not important really now. So I'd have been out anyway on that trade now. I think volume's dropped. Let's have a look. Yeah, volume's coming back to a little bit normal now. So that candle is quite big, but 75 ticks. So it's leveling out a bit. How much is the gap between here and here? 100. Yeah. So as the camera froze, can you still hear me but you just can't see us?
Your camera working today?
Yeah, it's been on. It's gone again. I'll just go without camera. Internet went and then it just took the camera out. So a couple of good trades today. So looking at so here we took the retracement here, right? We took the tap in on this candle. That was our low. So bias has been right this morning, bullish. Dopamine, how's it going, buddy? It's just in the chat, in the description. Buy it. Use code 19, get your first month for $19. Lost my music, lost my camera. Right, let's check on gold. We were looking at gold from potential shorts. Yeah, look, that was a nice tap up. Grab the liquidity. So if we'd have just put liquidity on, let's just switch that to liquidity. Yeah, we still wouldn't have got a signal out of that liquidity. So probably because, yeah, it's a bit bitty on the way up, isn't it? On that 5 minute. Never mind. It's because it's set to 15. Shouldn't have been a grab. So we were looking at this. The amount of just is very gappy. You can see the volume here, which is a bit odd. Then it comes back to normal here. We come back to the 4-hour alpha boxes. Bias is bearish on. Hang on. So bias is bearish on structure. Right. There's our structure. Do you know what? I might just have to change it to, if I go on the thing, I'll just put on 6 minutes, just because the 2 minute chart doesn't fit in 100%, does not like that high. So I'm trying to trade alpha boxes during ranges. Tap into alpha box. So our 4 hours bearish, our 6 hours bullish. So we just need to be careful of this low. We've failed to take the low, so look at the structure. We've come up, come down, come up, put in another low, failed to take the high, put in another high. So we've got this range to potentially watch. Usually we'll need to see the 4 hour, we'll need to see a new 4 hour, new 6 hour, possibly. Our bias is bearish. We've just had a very strong move down. Yeah. Let's see how it'll come back. See how it's still going. Oh yeah. CL's been mega bearish. Alright, Dean. Alright, buddy. I like natural gas out of the daily. A bit more aggressive. Anyway, distracted with natural gas. That's what I'm thinking. We'll see. We're coming down now. We are. It's been a nice range, but the 4-hour is bearish. So when we had a look at the data, the 4-hour high and low data is currently holding better than the 6-hour. So we expected our 4-hour data to hold up on gold. So let me clean. So this is our 4-hour. And you can see this week we've had 8 bullish hours and 12 bearish hours, so we've been more bearish this week. Our 75% of the lows have been in the first 10 minutes. In the first segment. It's a 4-hour candle. So if we change that to be 4, it's probably easier. See, in the first hour of our 4-hour candle, we've had clean data, right? Nice and clean. Lows have been in the last hour, pretty nice on bearish candles. So pretty clean on the 4-hour. We've already got our hour done, second hour done. So good probability we put in our low. If we look at the 6-hour candle, I'll break it into 6. It's not been as clean. So we've got a bullish 6-hour. We've obviously had a lot more bearish candles this week on 6-hour. So 40%, you can see it's been a bit meh. So this is our current 6-hour and our current 4-hour. So a little bit trapped in between this. We've got quite a bit of time for our 6-hour. Yeah. So, but I'm just watching the leveling out. So we're just looking at the market structure. So you can see how we've come down and failed to take the low. So these all before another low was created. So often before we get a move, we get a little bit of this. So you can see here, we come down bearish, we're below the open. We take the high, bounce, liquidity grab, boom. So often get that sort of fail to take a low, grab liquidity, drop. And it's obviously because we've come down so low, it's just, is this going to be the kind of push up? Because the 4 hours is going to end in what? 1, 2, this is the last hour, 30 minutes. So the 4-hour could end. So the 4-hour was bearish, and then the 6-hour could still be bullish and push up. When's the 6-hour end? Or does the 6-hour end as well? We get a 4 and 6. Do you know what I'm saying? That I'll just stick the flipping. This is what I built it for. So we've got 36 minutes and 36 minutes. Yeah, so they both end at the same time. So I was looking at a trade around here with just this 1 hour. See how the 1 hour's held bullish? And I said I think we'll probably need a new 1 hour to start that bearish move down. So we get that 1 hour tap back in the 4, and obviously we just didn't get our sell signal on that 1 hour, and then boom, price delivers down from that 1 hour. So it's just the formation, right? The formation was bullish. Candle closes, statistics around that 4 hour finished, newer 1 hour starts, bearish, see you later. This low can go now. So we're just seeing the same thing on the 4 hour and the 6 hour, and just saying, well, our 4 hours got better data this week, so we expect our 4 hour bias to hold, which is bearish. Our 6 hour has currently been bullish. So if anything's to fail, it's more likely to be the 6, but to be fair, both don't have to fail, right? So for the 6 hour, for this to be the low, it can just close with inside this range, and you can see we failed to take the low, failed to take the high, so we're failing to be bullish on the 4 hour and failing to be bearish on the 6 hour, so we can just range bound. We get a new 4 and 6 open up, and these lows are no longer protected, and we can potentially move off. Let's have a little check in on NQ. We're battling up here. Don't really want to be involved in any more of that up there. 1 hour's gone bearish. So we've taken the low of the 1 hour. I'll move this out of the way, try and clean this up for everybody. So we did 1 hour. So we've got an open VIB now, taken the low. Just get that tap and close below. Possible that we just get tap and close below. Hey, Pickles. We don't have to guess with this, right? We can wait, see how it tests against it. And that is obviously a very strong push back up, holding this fair value gap. I mean, to be fair, that would be a good one as well, right? Taking out the fair value, tap and continue if we were going to go the other way. So on 1 hour, we didn't close. Yeah, we did close below our 1 hour. So we're biased is bullish on NQ. Not taking any of them. I'd want to be in the. This is the 4 hour candle, right? So this is where we started from. So this is our first entry. And then when we took this liquidity, we just took a little, another trade out of this. We were aiming for a little bit higher. Just took 1R in the end. So I wouldn't be looking to take anything else out here. I'd want to see us to be around structure. Obviously we've got the 1 hour's a bit messy. And we are, if you look at our bearish statistics, let's have a look at our bearish statistics. I'm on 6 hour. So bullish has been amazing, right, for NQ this week. You can see that there's been 80% of our bullish candles. We've had our high in the, our low in the first 20 minutes. Bearish has been a little bit lower, 65%. Still pretty good, but bullish candles have been been on fire this week. Deliverability wise though, so obviously when we've had our low, we've still had our high in the last 20 minutes, 68, 69% of the time, so it's pretty good. Bearish hasn't been very good. So we've been more bullish this week. So you think about it kind of like counter trend. When we're counter trend, TradingView from Discord. It should automatically get added dopamine. You'll just have to.
Sorry.
Dopamine's just asking about how he loads the indicator. Oh, we're just trying to add it on now. Won't be a second. There's been an issue with WAP not connecting to TradingView. It'll be fixed shortly, and it'll automatically be added to the account.
Just have to go on WAP and put TradingView in.
If you go on WAP and add your TradingView name, it'll get added. But we just need to add that connection. The connection's dropped.
We'll be done in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, it'll be fixed shortly. What I'll do is I'll come off stream and just help fix that as well. I've done my 2 trades. I'm not looking for another. Back on again tomorrow morning. In fact, I'm probably going to come on at New York today, so I'll probably be on around 2 o'clock UK time, just to do a bit of orb. So if you're on later, I'll see you later. Dopamine, I'll see you in the Discord, and I'll get that sorted for you now. Let's go and get it done.